This is a country that was discovered in the 19th century, one of the richest in the world yet just as mysterious, and it remains hidden from the eyes of the world even today. In its rivers, gold and silver flow, it has towering mountains and lush flora. It boasts large cities and infrastructure, with a well-established democratic government, army, and banking system. The dollar of this country is visible on your screen, yet you cannot travel there. But is it that no one on earth can travel to this country? In fact, this country does not exist in our world. Those who tried to enter it in the past met terrible ends. Some took their own lives, while others fell victim to deadly diseases. Friends, we are talking about the country of Poyais, discovered by the British Army officer Gregor MacGregor in the 19th century. Where is this country located, and why can no one reach it? Finally, why is this country so rich? Hello, guys, I'm Kaushik, and let's start another episode. During the year 1820, Gregor MacGregor, a commander who fought against the Spanish Empire in the wars of liberation in Venezuela and Latin America, was unaware that his fortune was about to change dramatically. After his victory, while traveling near the Mosquito Coast between North America and South America, he came across a mysterious piece of land that was incredibly beautiful and seemed to draw him in. MacGregor turned his ship toward it, and when he set foot on this land, he was awestruck. It was a country filled with large rivers, mountains, and lakes, where gold and silver flowed in the rivers. The land was extremely fertile, surrounded by beautiful wildlife. In simple terms, MacGregor discovered one of the most beautiful countries on earth, literally a paradise. This country had its own army, a central bank, and a fully democratic government, with a magnificent infrastructure centered around its capital, San Jose. But then something strange happened. The king of this land saw something in MacGregor that no one else had noticed and immediately declared him the sole prince of this beautiful and mystical land. He requested MacGregor to bring settlers and investments from England to improve this country of Poyais. Before we move on, I'd like to share how you can join us on this journey. MacGregor began to spread the word about this paradise kingdom that was still hidden from the world. He gave interviews to several newspapers about the beauty of his country and the ways to reach it. He even wrote books and established embassies in various cities across England, requesting people to come to this new country, a paradise, in exchange for a small amount of money. In this way, he garnered thousands of people from London to agree to move to his country. He collected money from them. The government and banks of England trusted MacGregor's words so much that they bought bonds from this newly declared prince's country without seeing it. But everyone was unaware of the impending danger. MacGregor was quite clever. He even hired singers to sing about the magnificence of his country on the streets of England and paid them for it. Simultaneously, he opened recruitment for the army of his new kingdom, allowing young men to apply to join. As a result, thousands applied to settle in this new country, giving MacGregor a significant investment amount. Thus, through individual settlers, investors, and banks, he collected about $2 million from the people of England. But now it was time to take the investors and settlers to their new country, which they believed was a beautiful dreamland. They had bought land there using their entire life savings. But would they actually reach their dream country? Yes, they would, but the reality they faced upon arriving would be far from what they expected. Before discussing the aftermath, let's take a closer look at who Gregor MacGregor actually was, as he is the main character in this entire story. Gregor MacGregor, the Prince of Poyais, was born during Christmas in 1786. Shockingly, Prince MacGregor's father was not a king but a soldier in the British Army serving the East India Company. Due to his connections in the army, MacGregor was recruited at the young age of 16. MacGregor always had a knack for things, which helped him climb the ranks quickly. Just 1 year after joining the army, he was made a lieutenant, a promotion that typically took 3 years. This quick promotion was not due to any exceptional leadership skills or bravery in the army, it was because of his financial power. He secured a promotion during his first year of army training through bribery. Regardless, This rapid rise allowed him to marry Maria Bowater, the daughter of an army admiral, at the age of 19, further enhancing his connections. Shortly after their marriage, he was promoted to captain, a rank that usually took 7 years to achieve. In total, what took an ordinary soldier a decade to accomplish, MacGregor achieved in just 2 years, thanks to his sharp mind and financial influence. After serving a few more years in the army and earning considerable fame, he retired at the young age of 24 in May 1810. However, during this time, he had another opportunity to go to war. In 1812, he decided to support General Francisco de Miranda, who was fighting against the Spanish Empire for Venezuela's independence. Even then, MacGregor once again manipulated the system to secure a colonel's position in the army and fought valiantly against Spain with a significant army of his own. In 1820, after the war in Latin America, MacGregor was returning home when he stumbled upon this dream country of Poyais, which seemed to have all the qualities of paradise. But hold on. Up to this point, we've seen that nothing in MacGregor's life was real, everything was fabricated by him, whether it was his fake military rank or his marriages for financial gain, 2 of which he had when necessary. Was there something he wasn't telling the settlers and investors eager to travel to this mysterious land? Yes, before departing from London to Poyais, several settlers exchanged their last remaining British pounds with MacGregor, asking for Poyais pounds to buy anything in their new home and live happily. Everything was ready. A total of 4 trips were planned, with groups of 100 to 500 people traveling on different ships with gaps of a few months between them. The first ship's journey began in September 1822, carrying passengers of all ages, including families. Just a few months after the first ship departed London, another ship, the Canvas Castle, set sail for Poyais, also carrying 200 new passengers. All were excited, enjoying the sights of the sea during their voyage, unaware that this journey, which they saw as the beginning of a new life, would turn out to be one of the biggest mistakes of their lives. In November 1822, the captain of the first ship informed the passengers that they were about to reach Poyais. From a distance, it looked lush and green, but when the ship arrived at the shores of this new land, no one came to receive them. It was just an empty, desolate place with tall trees and jungle surrounding them. The passengers thought perhaps the residents or some official from the government would come to welcome them, but no one appeared. Soon, the second ship also arrived at the shores of this barren island, leaving the passengers abandoned as both ships returned without a soul to greet them. The passengers waited for a